gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Drop.
What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of the BlerdSpot Podcast, aka the most dangerous podcast on the freaking planet. I'm your host, June88, Crystal Better, homie kid fan, and right out of North Philly, they said, my dad, you understand what we're talking about, and breaking news, the Death on Blerd challenge is officially up and running, so get y'all asses in on that. And I ain't dropping a song until we get like 1,000 likes on that bitch, so yeah.
Run it up.
If y'all want to hear this crazy ass song, that is ignorant as fuck.
Fire. I've heard it.
Multiple times on repeat.
We'll have to drop it again since Jazz is in the chat now. So
I mean yeah.
snip.
Yeah.
I heard the
premiere.
You heard the snip, but I ain't heard the whole thing.
No, I didn't hear the whole thing. I did hear the
whole. It's ignorant. It's ignorant. It's ignorant.
I dropped a few bars on it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop lying.
It's ignorant. It's like why? Like, it's ignorant. I felt disgusted after I was listening. I felt disgusted with myself after I got done listening to like this. Man.
Well,
but it does make you make the stank face. That's why I love it.
Yeah, so calling all cosplayers. I know June challenged me to hop on it, the challenge. But I'm gonna do my call outs now. I want Todd Way to hop on it. I want motherfucking Nurse J Becky to hop on it.
Anime Wild Black.
I was trying to think of
Tokyo Gaming.
Tokyo. If Tokyo doesn't do that shit with that dinky cosplay,
yo, he gotta do some funny shit though. I need to see some.
Yeah, he do.
Listen, if I hear when I was a young boy one more time, I can't unhear that shit now.
The guy who played Kel at DreamCon.
No.
I want him to hop on it.
Oh, dead ass.
Like I said, we got to get it. I heard the Kid Phantom Clan, already saying they don't indulge in the ignorance. So it's like we just need the ignorance.
I know I'm gonna be up and out. I gotta fix a little something. Gotta go get some clothes.
It's like the bar has been set. So it's like ignorance
Wow.
going to be.
Quote the song. Ooh.
Also, be on the lookout. We got to get a new intro popping since somebody's been added.
I was watching the intro and I was like, I need to do that.
Yeah.
My picture's ready. I sent it to you.
Okay. I guess it'd be easier for me to edit it because I got the original.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be easier, so I'll do it. But let's hop right into the topics.
Where we at? Who want to lead us out?
So we're gonna, over the last weekend, 3 of the 4 of us attended DreamCon. So overall, speaking for myself, it was a pretty cool experience. But starting with Jazz, let's how was your DreamCon weekend?
You saw my face. I'm like, why I gotta go first?
Because you was here early. That's why.
So was Whitney. No, but I caught this on. You see this fire? Let me tell you something. I was super disappointed when I went to their website and all the black ones were sold out and they only had the green ones left. And by the time I talked myself into the olive t-shirt, I went and they were sold out. So when I pulled up on them, I was like, I thought y'all was sold out. What happened? Y'all lied to me?
Now we saved some just for the convention. That's all that was. Just all it was.
That's exactly what they said.
And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait and see. But by the end of the first day, I went straight back to the booth and I was like, yeah, I can't. I have to make sure that I have this shirt because it's something that I've been wanting from y'all. And they did say, you know what? I'm not even going to fish them out. But they said they were going to bring something back, and I can't wait to see that because I'm snatch that up real quick too. And then my day one, like not the whole kind of rule, it was really dope. Like that.
You're muffled.
We had the
You're muffled.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I said my day one was really dope, but the whole kind in general, like the My Hero Academia, that was like the main focus of day one. And I don't know if you people, I'm excited to be running around and like meeting all those people and linking up and just talking all this crap. I was yelling like crazy stuff. I didn't even feel like they pulled me to the side later and was like, yeah, in the non-binary way. You were acting up and I need you to tone it down. And I was like, oh.
You want it again.
Huh?
It's like you talk to a McDonald's speaker right now.
I can't do anything because I don't know what's wrong because my mic says it's doing this thing. Can y'all hear me?
Is it leaning up against something?
No. My mic is
You good right there. You good right there. That's when you lean back.
So, okay. Stay close. Basically,
yes,
and I had to calm myself down because I was like yelling at everybody, telling them how beautiful they were, and and then I got to lay my head on some curvy stage, and I enjoyed that.
All right. So kid, how was your experience?
My experience was dope. Day one, I was nervous as shit. And I wish I
leave with the yammage.
Yeah, man.
Had his yams out. Yeah, had his yams out.
HBB was in the building, handsome bad bitch.
No, I got him out here.
I was really nervous because Chun-Li, technically, I mean, outside of the Scar cosplay that y'all seen me do, Chun-Li was my first one. And this was my first convention. So I was nervous. It was cool meeting a bunch of people and then the random people that just, I mean, you not into My Hero stuff. I ain't even know. I was already dead set on Chun-Li.
Focus on this. This is what I'm doing.
I'm not gonna lie. The cosplay was not my first pick. I was actually intending on being Madari Kakaguri that day, but I had to do the switch up real quick.
But day two, I was full on prepared for day two, and
yeah, let me tell y'all how much this man got stopped purely off that sword.
That weapon was amazing.
Thank you to my wife. My wife is the shit because she helped me make it.
That joint. It's so like, yo, what I'm doing.
Hold on. Let me give full shout out to my wife because my wife and my mother-in-law did my Chun-Li costume for me. Like I literally, we went to Joann's, and we got one blue, one black. She sewed it up, made the whole thing.
That was a home sewn.
Yeah, the whole thing was home sewn.
I thought that you were able to find a version that would fit like what you were going for.
My wife and my mother-in-law stayed up all night. Well, almost all night. We started the sewing process that Thursday. We started the sewing process Thursday because on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we were making the sword. So the base part for the sword only took like 4 hours. It's just getting everything to set in the sword took a couple days with all the glue and accessories and everything. But they started that We started doing the Chun-Li costume at, I want to say like 3:30 on Thursday, and it was finished at 9 in the morning, 2 hours before we left to come to Dallas on Friday.
Talking Hail Mary
Dedication.
page.
Oh no, they was not playing. And that
So yeah,
Shout out to them.
yeah.
Big
so
time.
shout out to my wife and to my mother-in-law. They were top notch gangster for how they did that. And I mean, like whenever it comes to something I need sewed, I always go to my wife, even though she showed me how to hand sew. I'm not as good as them, so I didn't want to have anything fucked off. So I went straight to my experts. Even though they're not experts, I went to my experts, and they did the
Nah,
motherfucking
they
thing.
experts because they did that.
I thought
And then
that was a store-bought costume.
no, oh wait, the material was I spent. Okay, to do Chun-Li's full costume, I spent maybe $50 for the whole thing. There's 1 yard.
Excess material left over to do something else, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I have, see, because the blue and the black was 1 yard each of just fabric. 1 yard black fabric, 1 yard blue fabric, and we made that bitch work.
I want you to take that cosplay, put it back on, but instead of long tights, you should do like the thigh tights to
No,
where
wait a minute.
your thighs are out.
Everybody
take
wanted
pictures.
that was
And take
weird because
pictures.
that was the crazy part. Everybody's like, shoot, we see the thighs out, man. You should have wore the brown ones.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that you could do the black or the flesh tone, whatever, but I need above the
You
knee.
gonna have this man
picture.
stopping traffic. You don't
Whitney said, "Give us Hoochie Daddy or
Hoochie
keep
Daddy.
on the playground." Huh.
No,
Yeah,
but
and then Saturday was dope. Just the amount of people that's like, hey yo, how did you do the sword? Like when I'm telling people that like it literally only took about 4.5 hours. It's like it looked heavy. And then they picked it up. They was like, wait, what? This ain't really that heavy. I know, right? And then I got stopped not only because of the sword, but I got stopped because of the grill.
yeah, nah.
Oh, yeah,
TC
the grill
Mays
was
grill was fire.
TV
That-
John.
Thank you,
when we
Amazon.
said village hidden in the streets, you delivered, my guy.
Just need the hoochie daddy shorts to be a little high up on. They
Yeah,
kept
'cause
sliding down though.
they wasn't giving hoochie.
They kept sliding down. I can't have
They
to
wasn't
pick it
giving
back up.
you were like, I got the hoochie daddy shorts, and I'm like, where?
No,
Oh.
seriously. They would that if the reason why they didn't look like it is because they kept
Supposed to be
sagging.
Hoochie Daddy shorts because they were not giving Hoochie Daddy.
Yeah, they were supposed to be hoochie daddy, but they
No,
were small.
No, what happened is they kept sliding down. I have days where my weight fluctuates, and that wasn't a good weight day for me, so they just kept sliding down. I kept having to
Your
pick them
Hoochie
back
Daddy
up.
shorts also they have to be short and they gotta be tight. If they don't fit those two categories, they're not Hoochie Daddy shorts. I'm sorry.
Which is funny because when I wore them the next day, hoochie daddy all day.
Ah, let me find out you got
I guess I would say I'm a skinny hoochie daddy. I got a couple pairs like, hey, I was walking through the mall when this one woman looking at your boy. Hey, girl, you know, I got one. Yes, I got exactly what you want. You want it, I got it.
He
Well,
wanted to work.
Well, for myself,
Talk to me.
it was a pretty cool experience overall. You know, got to meet a lot of people, make some connections. The group cosplay, you know, I say it time and time again. Shout out to Tokyo for putting that together. Tokyo brought together a lot of content creators and created this group cosplay, and it was a dope turnout. So shout out to Tokyo for that. And then
Tokyo, next time hit me on IG so I can be in the group cosplay, man.
I brought it to y'all.
You did. You did. But you didn't. But you didn't sell it to us like that.
I'll give you that. Maybe I don't remember how the
I
conversation.
know. I'm not gonna. Say
I
it
remember.
again, but,
He's like, hey, oh,
we ain't gonna say.
But it was pretty dope. Day 2, Village Hidden in the Street. Everybody in our group cosplay looked
Whatever,
dope.
baby.
Nobody knew who I was because I forgot my headband, but it's fine. That's my bad.
tell him to read the back of your jersey.
I found my headband when I got home. I was like, "Fuck!" So I'm gonna have to put that back on and take pictures with the headband.
For sure.
Shout out to Becca Supreme, such a sweetheart and a lot taller than I expected.
It was the heels. It was the
No,
heels.
even without the heels, Becca
No,
is
without the platform, she's still pretty tall.
still
Oh,
pretty.
okay.
She's literally like maybe 2 inches taller than me without the platforms.
Oh.
No, so shout out to Becca though, such a sweetheart. That interview will be coming soon. It has to be edited. Um, but
Oh, let me shout out.
shout out to Kid for taking the helm on that one. I kind of, it was
I was nervous.
we really didn't plan who was gonna do what. It ended up being dope how we did it. Y'all see when it comes. But shout out to Kid for stepping out of his comfort zone.
Mhm.
Really,
Oh, so he was playing QB?
yeah, Kid's like
QB1, all right, bro.
Man, look here. I was nervous because I usually don't do the interviews at all. I've had one interview prior to that, and that was with They Send My Dad on the IG Live.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. That was a great time. We had a good time during that interview.
Yeah.
And
Also, let me give a shout out to Pierre Steps and for Mark of RDC World for stopping to take a picture with your boy on day 2.
Oh yeah.
Pierre was in his full Koski get up, and then I had on the Kisame with with the sword and mask. He told me how dope the sword was, and then Mark stopped me as I was walking into the building. That's how I got the picture with him. He told me that my sword was dope, and then I asked him if I can get a picture. He said, "Yeah." He was super nice. Like it literally took him like 15 minutes to get from entrance B to the exhibit hall because people was just stopping and taking pictures with him.
the life of a big celeb.
Okay, before we go to that, now I know we keep working our way up these popularity ranks. Are y'all ready for that kind of heat?
What he
BlerdSpot podcast
Oh,
pull
wow.
up like, yo, motherfuckers stopping us every 15 minutes at a car. Like, yo, yay, catch
Look,
the camera.
listen.
I might cry, like, and not in a
Literally,
way I'm excited, but in a way like I want y'all to
Overwhelmed.
no lie, that was what happened with the sword. Every like 30 seconds. Hey man, can you stop with the sword?
Nah, when I tell y'all, people was stopping Kid for that sword.
I believe
Like it was every, but honestly, people are starting to like you'd be surprised where our name is mixed up because like I met Renegoddess, shout out to the queen, and she was like, yeah, I've heard of y'all. I was like, what? You have? Oh my god! So it's like got a Philly John. And so like, our name is getting out there. And so, it'll come. This time next year at DreamCon, whole new ball game. So we will definitely be seeing y'all next year. But uh, you know, you know, we got other things on the docket.
well,
San Diego Comic Con.
well,
I'll let y'all go first.
San Diego Comic Con. Before we get to the biggest elephant in the room with San Diego Comic Con, where'd I get that hat from?
she stole it. That's where she got it from.
Steady Hands. That's the name of it. It's an Instagram page. Steady Hands. They do not sponsor me, so that's the only time I'm gonna say it. But we got all of Phase 5 and
Fancy.
some of Phase 6 planned out with release dates, titles. Groovy, shut up. But what titles in Phase 5? I'm not even gonna talk about Phase 6 yet. What title are you most excited to see?
I mean,
I have it pulled up here on the MCU Direct in case anyone needs to.
I got it too.
I was about to go and pull it up in the messages so I can make sure.
I mean,
No, off the top of my head, because I like that witchy shit. I'm ready to see the Agatha House of Chaos.
Okay.
So that's what I'm excited about. Also, I know, Wanda's whole thing, not everybody was excited about her show, but I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to see Agatha come back and what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, a Groovy Wakanda Forever is still Phase 4. It's not Phase 5. So
I would say for me, low key season 2 is like, cause low key the way season 1 ended, like,
Also,
Hold on, wait, Groovy. We're not going to do any Blade slander. If it went for Blade, we wouldn't have any
that's
of the
all.
comic book movies we have out here. So no Blade slander,
we were
Mister.
not.
That's why we have a shut up groovy counter. Next time you're in here, we're actually gonna put a counter on the screen and just be like, boom, 1.
To be honest with you, I'm looking at all of Phase 5 right now. Personally, and it's just due to my taste, I'm really only interested in Blade and Agatha Coven of Chaos, not House of Chaos. Excuse me, I got that wrong.
Cause Blade is the I ain't gonna go there. Continue.
But
I'm not gonna do it. I'll wait till we get, cause you know Blade, the only black character we got right now.
No, you're wrong. Because
Ironheart.
Captain America, New World Order, Sam Wilson.
New world.
Honestly, for me, I'm really excited about, of course, Blade and Agatha, but 2 that I'm excited for are Captain America, New World Order, and Secret Invasion. If y'all have read the Secret Invasion in like the comics or anything, it's going to be a doozy.
Doozy ain't the word, dude. Doozy ain't gonna be. It's like, I don't know who it's. I don't know if it was E-Man. No, it was Comic Book Explain. One of those guys like, yo, Secret Invasion is gonna have to be like, they can't light work. This got to be a dude, like, this got to be like a 3-4 hour movie. It can like back to back like movie, like this Secret Invasion is something crazy. It got to be like a big deal type thing. Like, you just can't fire this off like a 2-hour movie. You need a
will it be a movie or?
Oh, it's gonna be a movie. I think people be sitting down in the 4-hour sequel movie. I'm Secret Invasion movie. I think people will sit down for that. They got it.
But I do have questions on, and we could probably go in depth at a later date with this.
Yeah.
But I do have questions on like how they're gonna do it, considering that like Iron Man and Captain America. And when I say Captain America, I mean the white one.
Secret Invasion is going to be a series, not a movie.
Okay, so I still have the question of how they're going to do it without some of the pivotal characters there. But I guess it's the same way they did
What If.
What If, and not just What If, but what the frick? I'm drawing like the Illuminati. Because you don't have T'Challa in the Illuminati, and you didn't have Namor because he hadn't been introduced yet, and you don't have Iron Man. So I guess it's pivot with the characters you do have, but I'm still curious to how that goes. I'm also kind of excited for the Marvels, only because we've been speculating the X-Men coming into the fold of the MCU.
Yeah.
And it would be a perfect time to introduce like Mystique, Rogue, and Gambit.
You think? I know you said a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken, that you want to see Rogue in this joint, and
if they don't put Rogue in it, then they completely drop the ball. Because Rogue gets her powers from Captain Marvel.
Do you think
He literally siphons the powers and puts Captain Marvel in a fucking coma?
So do you think MCU would do that when they try to like shotgun, like, yo, when she was not off world, it happened. They don't show it. Like Rogue just pop up like, surprise, motherfucker.
No, that would be dumb and cheap. And you already said you were going to put the X-Men in there. You put Professor X. So, why not put them in little bits and pieces of other shows to where
you have to
introduce
Storm could have been in Black Panther. Storm could have been in Wakanda Forever. It's not a Black Panther movie.
But Storm wasn't even involved with the Wakanda Nation until like way later.
But she was involved. But she was involved.
She's been involved with the Wakanda Nation since she was a teenager. Her and T'Challa's known each other since they were kids.
Mm-hmm.
and that is the only black married couple in all of comics, which is T'Challa and Storm.
Don't they bring
So
that?
she knows Wakanda. She's been to Wakanda, and they've been friends since.
Storyline. That's why I said I wonder how they're going to do Secret Invasion, because that storyline ties into Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
sorry. Look, y'all keep going. I'm gonna go last.
It's
His
ties
hand itching over there.
Invasion, as well as the fact that it ties into the whole Namor storyline.
Right.
Having Storm, but at the end of the day, they only gave us a teaser. They could completely. I'm not going to go too much into it because that's our last topic. They could completely surprise us. That's all I'm gonna say until we actually talk about it. But yeah, what June? What are you excited for?
Like I said, low key, just based off how the last one ended, and I would have to say Secret Invasion. Like, yeah, those two. Like, actually, it'll be low key. Secret Invasion is the one with Nick Fury, right? Yeah, Secret Invasion. Yeah. So I want to see who the Skrulls is. I want to see who been bypassing the system this whole goddamn time. So like, yo. And I told my partner, like, yo, I want the first Skrull reveal to be somebody we never. It got to be one of them. Like, what? We got to be. Our phone got to go up at the same time, like calling that group chat. Did you see that? Did you see who they just? I need to be like, what did I just see when the first Skrull reveal? So I'm excited.
No, dead ass. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be so antsy if we don't watch that at the same time, because I'm be like, God damn it, hurry up and watch it so I can talk about it.
We got the first episode. We got to do like a watch party. We all got to watch it at the same time, the exact same time. Like, get on this mug, looking at TV, and watch it at the exact same time.
I'll think about it. I don't like y'all like that. No, I'm just kidding.
It's because we're black.
Oh,
But see, Whitney took it before me because I was about to say I don't want to watch a TV show with y'all loud motherfuckers.
I ain't lying. I am quiet.
I'm mad we were thinking the same thing though. June gonna be like, oh. That's not
June just said I ain't loud.
No, June. This is what June gonna say. I just don't want the show to end up like how I think it's gonna end.
You goddamn right. I'm gonna say that.
That man said that. What show were we? Oh, Moon Knight. He kept saying that.
He said it for Moon Knight. He said it for Loki.
No, you damn right. You goddamn right. I did. I eat my delicious gummy bears.
I still haven't watched Moon Knight. That's first and foremost. So I'm way behind on Moon Knight. June. Did it end the way you thought it was gonna end?
No, it didn't. And just like I wanted it to end. So I'm not trying.
I personally have not watched Miss Marvel yet, so no spoilers, please.
I'm still on episode 5. I'm almost done. Nothing to spoil yet.
So what about you, kid? What about you? What are you excited for? Phase 5.
Phase 5 only.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for Ironheart. I am excited for Kang to fuck some shit up. But I think that's phase 6. Avengers, the Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, that's phase 6.
Fuck it. I'm still waiting for him to fuck shit up because I know he's gonna fuck shit up in phase 5 to get to that point in phase 6.
Oh, definitely. Because he's an Ant-Man and Wasp.
Mm-hmm. Which is what I'm looking forward to seeing next is Ant-Man and Wasp. Mainly because I need another comedy movie to probably wash the stank out of my mouth for the final movie in phase 4.
Yeah.
I feel you. So real quick, before we get to the end of phase 4, real quick, what do you like? Not like, which show do you feel like they could have just show or movie out of phase 5? Do you just feel like they could have did without?
I mean, all of them are pretty solid. Like I was never big on Guardians of the Galaxy. It was never like a must-see movie for me.
Same.
So I never really pulled up to see it. It wasn't like a great.
I didn't even realize Guardians of the Galaxy was on the list until you said something.
That's what I'm talking about. Ain't none of us pulling up to it.
Oh, it is there.
I mean,
Quick
everything.
question: is Daredevil a movie or a TV show? I hope it's a
It's gonna be
TV show.
18 episode series.
I think it's gonna be a TV show.
Yeah, TV show.
Good, because then I think because
So,
don't quote me on this, but I believe everybody from the Netflix shows just signed a new contract.
yes, that was one of my concerns because I had just started watching Daredevil, and I found out that they were getting ready to take it off of Netflix because that's where it was originally. But apparently Disney has the rights to it, so now it's going on there. So I can.
It's on there now.
And I was like, if they're gonna change Daredevil, I don't care. I don't want to see
No,
this.
they kept it. They kept everything, which makes me happy.
And so I'm all for that.
I'm not. Everybody's not sold on Iron Fist. I feel like I need to tell people to give Iron Fist a chance, only because he got better towards the end of his series.
Nobody respects Iron Fist or Black Bolt. No, they don't get nobody. They don't get respect from nobody.
People don't respect Iron Fist because he got bent over in Game of Thrones.
Wait a minute. Cut it off. Cut it off.
Yeah, cut your camera off.
You was doing good.
Well,
That went to a dark place.
Whitney can't even get you can't even get your thought.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for me, Guardians of the Galaxy, but also Thunderbolts, only because I'm gonna be super salty, and I've said this.
They're not.
Shut up. I've said this. His face is sorry. But if they recast Thunderbolt Ross and don't recast T'Challa, I'm done.
They're not going to do it. They're not casting.
I've
heard rumors saying they're not going to be casting. So you want? I told you want to see a shitstorm, boy. You want to see?
Nobody want to watch Storm take
Black Twitter don't go.
Which is another reason why I do feel like they need to recast Professor X, because while I love Patrick, while I love him, the guy's 177 years old.
That's not his actual age.
May as well be.
He
is old.
And his titties is hanging to his knees.
Y'all didn't see, even though he had a small walking part, do y'all see how slow he crept up there?
Damn.
He got his neck broken slow motion. Sorry, that was a spoiler. He got his neck broken slow motion.
Who hurt you?
I'm just saying,
who hurt me? Kevin Feige.
Yeah, pretty much.
With the way things are planned out, X-Men is not even on here. It's probably one of these untitled projects of 2024 or 25, but it's like they're not even on here.
But see, I think
they're not on the slate. Hold on, let me finish. They're not even on the slate, and at the end of the day, he is old, so the probability of him passing away is higher than, said, a younger person.
Why don't they just bring back
James McAvoy?
They should bring back.
That's a question.
Yeah, bring back James McAvoy and bring back Michael Fassbender.
With a great script, I think he will be a phenomenal professor.
Of course.
He just didn't have a good script to work with.
Facts. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to tie X-Men 97 into the canon Marvel Universe. Because that was pretty much who, if y'all ain't seen Doctor Strange by now, sorry, he's about to be a big spoiler. We already know nigga in the goddamn movie. So that was who that was. So it's like, I guess they're trying to, that's their way of saying mutants was here. And they gonna transition, which I hope they don't do that. But
yeah, Groovy, that's the guy to play young Professor X.
I think it's corny if they do that, like use the cartoon people and put them in
the book from Split.
Speaking of X-Men,
God damn you! I want to talk to somebody. I saw him.
Cyclops, you need to slow the fuck down, man. He almost made me spill this yak on his $20,000 chair.
Oh yeah, that shit. The memes going around. No, so I've met Clifton Powell, and he is a sweetheart in real life. No, he really is.
Say it again.
That's why, honestly, I'm gonna say that off air. But yeah,
If Clifton Powell
met-
don't
I've
roll
met
into the
Clifton
scene
Powell.
listening to DMX, I'm gonna be mad. X gonna give it to you.
Hey,
No.
I see what you did. You dirty
Okay,
bastard.
but how many times did y'all watch the kind of trailer?
Are we in?
We're here now. We're here now. I watched it 3 times.
3 minutes already.
We're here now. We're here now. I know Ant wants to go last. No, Anthony, I want
Go
you to
first, bro.
first.
You got. Go ahead, B. Go ahead, talk to us.
First,
What
King.
you got to say?
Go ahead, buddy.
As everybody else in the group know, Jazz, you might not know this, but I am a T'Challa super fan.
Super.
T'Challa is my favorite comic book character of all time. It took me 27 years to finally see this person on screen. And now I don't get him ever again. So I'm hurt by the trailer. That's why I said the trailer is trash. Cinematically, the trailer is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, the tribute to Chadwick, beautiful. It looks like it's going to be a great movie. But without T'Challa, I have zero interest in the Black Panther franchise. Even though I love how Namor looks. I love the route that they're going. Angela Bassett is going to give a stellar performance, as she always does.
Get the Grammy ready. I'm not the Grammy, the Oscar. The Oscar.
I am just, as a fan of T'Challa, not just Black Panther, but just T'Challa, that specific Black Panther, I say the trailer is trash. Because I will never. There's been 57 billion Supermans, Batmans, 13,000 Jokers, 67 Spider-Mans, a partridge in the pear tree, and I can only get one Black Panther?
Talk to me.
Okay.
One T'Challa? That
agree.
is all I get? That shit pisses me off. When it comes to my favorite characters in comics, I've had 2 Nightcrawlers and 1 T'Challa. That bothers me. Especially because
a black man?
Nightcrawler isn't a black man. Just he's my second favorite comic book character.
Okay, yeah.
The only problem is like I said, we've had the adult Nightcrawler and the X-Men Last Stand, and then we had the Nightcrawler from like X-Men First Class.
Got you.
I feel bad because I only get one. Well, I've had one T'Challa. He's been T'Challa / Star-Lord. But as of now, we are never getting T'Challa again in a Black Panther movie, which really fucks with my brain because of how much shit T'Challa does in the comic. People don't understand is that one of the damn T'Challas in another universe figure out how to link the mind to every single T'Challa in every single fucking universe. To the point to that if one of them dies, that memory from each of them, they have the memories from each and every T'Challa throughout the universe. So that means the T'Challa that we have in our universe that we've seen, mind is linked to the other T'Challas in other universes. To the point to where there's one T'Challa who's fucking OP, like super OP, and he can take plasma fucking sun blast to the face and then laugh it off and then proceed to whoop your ass. So Kevin Feige, I am feeling very froggy right now, and I want to leave. I need you to recast T'Challa. Quit being a bitch about it. You said the fans got John Krasinski as Mr. Incredible. I mean, not Mr. Incredible, Mr. Fantastic, because of fan thing. Every single fan that I know, including myself, wants you to recast T'Challa.
Yep.
Still do justice by T'Challa with Chadwick, like you're doing. And then of course towards at the end of the trailer, we see somebody don the Black Panther mantle, which Kevin Feige said that wasn't going to be done. My guess is one of 2 people. The body we didn't see because he's the one who had the Black Panther mantle with the gold on it, or it's Shuri. But as a T'Challa fan, the trailer pisses me off.
Okay, so let me. No, you're fine. I needed you to get that out. So y'all know, if anybody's been listening since day 1 of this podcast, y'all know how I pretty much have always felt the same way
Shut up,
about.
Ruby.
Thank you. I have felt the same way about T'Challa as kid, and so what anybody when I went into this trailer, I will say I came out of it not feeling the way I thought it would, and that's like kid. Um, Only because, and I'm making a big assumption, and I'm hoping this is based off of hope. It sounds like it's the 5 years that of the blip.
Okay.
It
That's-
sounds like that's the time frame of this movie, and if they do it that way, I'm completely fine with that because technically T'Challa's not there, but it still leaves the door open for them to recast for the third movie.
Question, because my memory is shite sometimes. Did when the blip happened, was T'Challa one of the people that
T'Challa
It's not
and
doing the
Shuri.
blip because Shuri and Okoye, I mean not Okoye, but T'Challa and Shuri blipped.
Yep.
And
And
the
Queen
reason why I
Mother.
think no, Queen Mother did not.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
like I said, if that's the only.
Because Okoye was running Wakanda at the time.
Because I
I
see.
mean,
That was never confirmed. The reason why I feel like it's the 5 years is because she's pleading with the UN that she lost her whole family, which would be Shuri and T'Challa. And those two were the only two that confirmed blipped during that time frame. So honestly, with the hope of that, it changed my outcome of this, like my perception of this movie, because it all aligns. Because Okoye in Endgame talked about a tremor in the ocean, near Wakanda, well, not just near Africa. Um, so it places Namor there. It aligns with the timeline of it being the 5 years. And if that's the case, I'm okay with that. Like I said that before, like when they were like, we're not recasting. I I said the only way this would work is if you do the 5 years between the blip. It gives you time as a person. Because at the end of the day, while we are a fan base and we should get what we want because you're targeting us, these are people too, and these are people that actually knew him and loved him. So they need time to grieve too.
And the thing
Yeah,
about
like I said, at first I was all for not recasting T'Challa. Sorry.
Hold on. It gives us as fans it gives us a way to watch a movie without the door being completely closed on T'Challa. It gives the people that knew and loved him a chance to grieve, and it sets us up for movie 3 to where we can get a recast and T'Challa comes back. At least that's what I'm hoping based off the trailer. I personally will not be watching the official trailer, simply because trailers nowadays give out too much information, and I think what was given out in this teaser was just enough for me. I personally will be going to support the movie. I'm going to go, like I said, into this movie with the hope that it is the 5 years. If it's not, then I will be severely disappointed that you completely did not recast T'Challa. But the fact that the end of the movie, we did get the suit, and I've been trying to rack my brain. Like, it doesn't really look like a feminine build, but at the same time, it could just. I mean, look what they did with Hulk in Wakanda during the Infinity War battle.
yeah,
They could have just did that to throw us off. So honestly, I have hope for it, and but I am afraid it's going to become a Namor movie and not a Wakanda movie.
to piggyback off what you're gonna say, I feel like you said, I feel it's gonna be like more of a Riri Williams and Namor movie, kind of like how Doctor Strange was more of a Wanda and America movie, like Doctor Strange is in the background, like helping out. But I was listening to E-Man speak. He was, when I say this man, after he saw the trailer, he was like, once he sat back like this, like, oh, he about to snap. He like, yo, He's like, I'm tired of seeing black trauma being used in these movies. He said, yo, now you're going to bring in T'Challa Jr., whatever they're going to call him. They're going another black fatherless kid, and we got to wait till this. And he was going, I'm like, I see where he coming from. I'm like, then I'm hearing it's people, it's one of the movies like, I don't even know what to think. Like, it just feels like, it felt like more like a eulogy or memorial type trailer. Like, yo, we're going to show respect to Chadwick, and we're going to just focus on.
Mute your mic real quick. Them cicadas is going ham.
And I feel like it's going to be one of the movies, like when you go into it, like Whit said, hopefully, everybody going to pull up to see what they're going to do. That's what people really are. We got to see front row what's going on. And I was with you, like maybe the 5-year gap blip, maybe that is maybe because we talked about that before. Maybe that's the thing. Hopefully, I'm like, but if it ain't, it's like, damn, y'all missed a big opportunity to do something special with this movie. Like, I would love to see a recast of T'Challa, because like this dude is like he ain't been numbered in 3 movies. 1 solo and like 2 cameos. That's it. So he ain't really, his story is so much story. Like Ant said, so much story we got. And like just because the character dies, the man dies, the character dies, whether he's fictional. Anybody can play him. It's like you only have 1 solo movie. Like, damn. The one black character, like, but then again, I feel like, yo, here y'all got all the other black characters. You got Blade, Riri, you got Sam and all this. Hey, it's all good. What you need this guy for?
I think you guys are not hearing that they're like Whitney just said, that there is time for.
No, I understand that. I get that part. I understand that part. But I hope in the 3rd one, yeah, I get it.
Right.
Shut up, Groovy.
They probably already had, like, knowing what Chadwick's condition was, this was probably already in the works of, like, we have the option A if Chadwick still, is good and able to perform, which clearly he passed away, so he's not. But they probably had option A, which would be the regular, like, part 2, and then option B, which was the Wakanda Forever, and that was the maybe already set in motion, or like as a, you know what I'm trying to say, like a plan, the whole
like a contingency plan.
Yeah, and that's probably what they're doing, and then they're gonna hopefully recast in the future. Like if they don't recast ever at all, then I say go ham and riot, whatever, because that wouldn't make no sense to me. But then again, I would say, like y'all said, like there's been a million Batmans and Supermans and stuff like that. Marvel is not DC, because Superman and all them, that's their.
I also mentioned Spider-Man.
True, there's definitely been quite a few Spider-Mans out there. 3, yep. Yep. 4? So I know there was Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. Who was the 4th one?
Spider-Pig.
No. What's that boy's name? Can't think of his name.
Andrew Garfield.
No.
3.
He was Miles Morales on Into the Spider-Verse. And you got to remember, Nick Cage is Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Nick Cage
Miles,
was Spider-Man.
We're talking Peter.
Well, shoot. Nicolas Cage was Peter Parker.
Spider-Pig.
Talk about Peter Parker.
Yes, that's Peter Porker. That's not the same person. But no, Nicolas Cage, there's like 4 different people playing 3 different Peter Parkers in that film.
That's Miles. But yeah, I mean, go ahead, finish your.
I'm cool with it. It's cool. Like I said,
I didn't know you finished.
Oh.
No,
they said her finish.
I said what I had to say about that.
I guess I'll just go in like, I'll probably I've already told myself what I was going to do about this movie. I'll probably be the guy. Let me see what this official trailer looked like. Because this just didn't feel like a trailer, a 15. I feel like, yo, we just want to let y'all give y'all this. Because it was like, there was nothing like.
It's supposed to tease you.
No, I'm like, with Doctor Strange, you felt like, yo, this shit going to be fire. But this, like, going in what this is, like, man, Gosh, everybody watching.
I think you feel that way because we were us as a collective, a fandom of T'Challa, are already on edge.
Mhm.
Which is why I said I went into watching this teaser one way and I came out a totally different way because I decided to put my feelings aside and take it for what it was, and it honestly looks like knowing African spirituality and everything, everybody took that scene with Shuri and was like, oh, this is a funeral. That looked more like a ceremony than a funeral. Like it didn't
It's
look
gonna
like
be after the ceremony because they did bring his helmet to somebody.
Okay, but did y'all see? Well, is that her name?
who?
Who?
Shorty from Chewing Gum, the comedian, actor,
I didn't hear the name you said.
Michaela
Oh yes. Yeah.
Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that. I had to watch. I watched it 2 times. One of the last I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, be on the lookout because Boss is gonna be in this film.
Who?
Who?
Boss.
Boss.
Oh yes. Boss. Which I need to see Love and Thunder because Boss was also in that film too.
Oh, okay.
So I will say also, like I
And
said,
it's been confirmed that Boss knows Khonshu.
yeah.
I feel like why would
I
it?
mean, I figured they're both Egyptian deities.
Well, the way the MCU had put it is it came out of the sky and then boom, all of a sudden there's a Panther guy. Nah, that ain't what happened. Tell the true story.
And I just feel like, there were scenes of mourning, but to me that is indicative to the fact that Okoye sat there and watched T'Challa dust before her very eyes. Also, like Wakabi's not going to be in the movie because of his schedule with Nope. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be confirmed as a Dusty, just to explain his absence. But I feel like the morning we saw, like the mural for Chadwick, which was, it was for Chadwick the actor, but it was also for the king who got dusted when Thanos snapped. At least that's my feeling. Like I genuinely feel like this is going to be the 5 years post blip, and
I
5
hope
years
you're right.
blip, and I feel like there's going to be a time. The movie's going to take place in two different things. I think we're going to get the blip era, the 5 years, but we're also going to get like I feel like them scenes with Shuri. That's the end of the movie. That's now we're in modern times. She then came back. I don't think that's. I don't know. Me personally, I'm clinging to this hope. I'm clinging to the hope.
That's all we can do. So I guess my next question is, keep it with hope. But what if it's not what we hope? Like, what if this is just what it is? Like, what this is like this is what y'all getting. I feel like what Marvel's gonna do, like, they're gonna see what's gonna happen after this movie. Cause I feel like we're not asking for an immediate recap. We're not saying right now. Cause going into the second we may, cause like they said, you got multiverse, you got time track, got all that stuff to get another one. I think you kid said it, or Mike even said it, pluck him out of a universe where Wakanda is like completely washed, and he's just aimlessly walking around like, yo, what do I do? Like, yo, come over here. We need a king. I ain't got nothing here.
I mean, if that is plausible.
There's so many options.
There's so many options. And that suit we saw, like I said, could have been Killmonger, because I did make the theory that his body was put in the ocean, but he does have the heart-shaped herb,
But
which
then
means
they
he
said
does
that's how
heal,
Fury got the
and he does have a suit. And what's on the edge of the ocean? Obviously, Namor. We got that confirmation now. Which Namor's design, we haven't even talked about that. Namor's design was really, really dope. I love that it is kind of the Mayan. Mesoamerica.
I thought I was tripping out when I saw that. It looks so beautiful.
It looks beautiful. Because the Atlanteans are rumored to be the lost civilization of the Mayans because they just, quote unquote, disappeared. So the fact that that actual mythology is playing into this design of Namor, I honestly fucks with that. I love it. And let's talk about how fine the actor is.
Y'all already know I was all pulling up my phone screen like, yeah, look at this fine zaddy.
But yeah, outside of that, I think we are out of time. We kind of ran over because this is a very sensitive subject for us, Black Panther. We've been doing Black Panther theory since before Chadwick passed.
Oh, yeah.
So
Right.
Black Panther has been a staple for this show because it is so many of us' favorite character. Like, I was happy when Black Panther showed up in Civil War because I finally was able to get merch. You know how hard it was finding merch for Black Panther before that?
Yep. You know what's so? You know the thing I could think I could speak for everybody, even everybody. I feel like for once we got
Hold
dope
on, wait,
Black.
June. I need to educate somebody real quick.
Well,
So, Groovy, let me go ahead and put you on game. Namor came before Aquaman.
Yep.
My guy, if you're gonna sit there and trash somebody, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to learn your history, my guy.
DC stole that.
The idea of Aquaman came from Namor.
Each other's characters.
And if you know that, you wouldn't have posted that asinine comment, my guy.
And Groupie still would have posted it.
True.
Shut up, Groovy.
Groovy, that's
like,
5.
I feel like with Black, it's like we get great Black.
We're gonna make a shirt to say "Shut up, Groovy."
That'd be so dope. This dope Black representation is like it's so dope. We like it's taken away so fast. Like he ain't even been in the party that long. They're like, all right, we gotta go. It's like it sucks.
And like I get it. It sucks that the actor died. Like no one saw that coming. It was when I read it, when that news headline first came by, I thought this was another fucking hoax, but then I read it because it was confirmed on his page.
And then I remember when he did the Five Bloods? What was that movie called?
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about like we was on like it's kind of we
were talking about how skinny he was, and not all disrespectful to like some people were doing. We weren't clowning the guy. We made the comments like, "Dang, I hope he's okay."
Yeah,
like he looks sick.
And I remember you saying like, "Yo, you say he'll gain that weight back. He'll be back in shape before the movie. Like the movie, like a few months, he'll be good." Like yeah. Then he like
get on his Marvel diet.
And to be honest, he thought the same thing. That it's after he passed, it came out like, and it goes to what you said, Jazz, like the contingency plan. I don't think from my understanding, Marvel had no clue.
Yeah, they didn't have a clue. He was expected to be.
He actually called Kevin and was like, "Hey, I'm ready to get back in the thing," and he died 2 weeks later.
Okay, did they know he was ill?
No, no one knew except for him and his wife.
Like everything I said, because that's what I was hoping for. With that this was some sort of a contingency plan.
No, this is them scrambling,
and they were just scrambling to get something together. I'm gonna say personally, because I'm gonna be honest, there are only certain superheroes that I about never really heavy in picking up comic books. I just recently started and I dived into a whole different comic book. So I didn't even know Black Panther existed until the movie came out. I'm just being honest here. So me, as somebody who didn't really know anything about Black Panther, unfortunately, before the movie came out, I'm excited. And now my question is like, who they got in the suit? Like, that's who I want to see. Whose ass was I looking at? It's beautiful. Whose is it? So I don't feel the same way you guys feel, but I understand, like, knowing, like, putting myself in your shoes as somebody who's, I'm going to go to the hard aspect, somebody who's a Bruce Campbell fan, who's an Williams fan, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to don the chainsaw? Like, I understand that, where y'all coming from. And not knowing that this wasn't plan, I see why y'all so like recast. I feel that.
Which, like I said, because it was just as sudden for them as it was for us.
Mm-hmm.
feel like they do deserve, even though this is a business and the show must go on. As people, they do deserve to mourn too. That was their friend. And to put someone else in his place, what, it's only been 2 years? So soon would be
Almost 2 years. It'll be
hard.
2 years in next month.
Okay, so it hadn't even been, at the time of filming, it only been like 1 year. To do it so soon probably would have been really hard for the cast and the director. So I get it from an empathetic standpoint. Um, which is why I hope they did the 5 years, because it gives them time to mourn while still letting Chadwick's legacy and T'Challa's legacy live on.
Right.
So
And
yeah,
see, like I was saying, like I was originally a part of the Don't Recast group because Black Panther the movie was so perfect for me as a fan. I've been a fan of the Black Panther since I was 3 years old. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I'm about to be 32 this year. So that's a long time to be a fan of a character.
Yep.
You know? Not to mention Black Panther the character was out before the Black Panther Party itself. You know? Literally like 4 months before the Black Panther Party was a thing, Black Panther the character was out. And so I was so into the point to where I was like, nah, they shouldn't recast, just leave T'Challa in his entirety. And I was also part of the group says they shouldn't do another movie because of how perfect it was for me. But as I started to sit and think about my fandom, I was like, no, I and my son, because T'Challa is his favorite character. T'Challa and Miles Morales is my son's favorite characters, his top two. Right? As a fan, I feel like we deserve to see a character that represents us on screen as much as we've seen everybody else's character. And that's when I started to hit the we should recast T'Challa button.
mm-hmm.
I was always a person who said the recast can come in maybe the third movie.
I'm with that.
I always felt like T'Challa was going to die in the second movie. So we can get the King of the Dead T'Challa and Shuri will become the Black Panther of Wakanda. That's how I always felt.
That was our original theories here. Like
Yep. That's all the way in season one.
was gonna come in third movie. Like this was before Chadwick passed. And
Yeah. I essentially
yeah.
thought that they were going to bring Storm in the second movie, that Chadwick was going to have his wife, his best friend that he's known since he was a kid. And technically, Storm is his second wife, not even his first. That's his second wife. And Storm is the reason why Nakia becomes a villain.
Yes, she becomes
Storm is her villain origin story.
In the cold
no, dead ass. She was so obsessed with T'Challa.
She was so obsessed that she didn't get to marry that man that she became a villain named Malice.
She changed her name from Nakia. She's now Malice because she got malice for this bitch.
I tell you, I say, and that's the cold part because we was way back. We was talking about how hype we was about. Oh, we gonna get this Storm with the T'Challa thing. Yo, we gonna be fucking fire. Then like, nah, niggas, y'all ain't getting that. Like, what?
But and I say this because we really do need to wrap it up because we could talk about this all day.
Yeah,
I would say
get on a brighter note. Got to end on a brighter note.
I will say this really ain't a bright. It was not a negative note, but it's also not a brighter note. But like, what a lot of people don't realize is how much Phase 4 had to change because of Chadwick's death. Doctor Strange was not the focal point. Black Panther.
Nope. Yes, it was.
Black Panther was our new quote unquote Iron Man. The focal point of the team, the head of the team. And when Chadwick unfortunately passed, all of Phase 4 had to be reworked.
Yeah.
That's how large of an impact T'Challa's character was, that you had to change a whole phase
Yeah, because the team was supposed to be ran by 3 people: T'Challa, Vision, and Wanda.
I thought it was Captain Marvel.
Yeah. She
No,
was-
it was supposed to be T'Challa, Vision, and Wanda. Um, the Tony Stark role was supposed to go to Doctor Strange because him and he was supposed to be basically the mentor for Spider-Man, the person that who he looked up to. Um, and Captain Marvel was only supposed to mentor the Marvels. So uh, she was supposed to mentor her best friend's daughter and Kamala Khan. That's it.
Groovy asked, "How do you know Black Panther was a focal point?" Because they said it. They said that. They said
Yeah,
that
Kevin Feige stated that Black Panther was the
was
focal leader going forward.
Phase 4. This was before Chadwick's passing, so it was stated that he was a focal point, and the fact that Chadwick passed away, they had
Yeah,
to completely rework
yeah.
everything.
Chadwick was supposed to get a Samuel L. Jackson type deal. He was supposed to be the last one to get a deal like that. Whereas like 8 or 9 movies for however much millions of dollars.
Yep.
So, any news announcements? I would say Amateur Ghoulies is not tonight. We did watch something, but we didn't tell y'all what we were watching, so we'll save it for next week.
Yeah. So if you're watching this right now, watch Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. That's what we're watching. Well, we already watched it, but y'all need to watch it too. So we can talk about it.
Only other news I got is that I'm gonna go get me some French fries.
I had the news one. That's about it. June's World 2 is still working good. That's on Blerd Challenge. The sessions is Tuesday. Got the boy Kid Fountain pulling up to the studio. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey.
No amateur goonies, they just said. This has been another episode of the BlerdSpot Podcast. Your homie June 88, Crystal Bay, the homie Kid Phantom, and they say my dad, and we are out of here. Send us home, Phantom. Send us home.
Peace.